according to the gospel, and as we promise to be teaching this gospel anytime, any day, our leader made it known to us. He says, anytime you open your mouth and they say that you are in Nigeria, you are a disgrace to yourself. When we have been preaching this thing, many people think that we are joking. They call us different kind of names, including pastors, deacons, and deaconesses. But today, it has come to reality. Preached before, we are here now, bearing ourselves witnesses. Bearing, if you come on here, you share. If you come on, you share. We need numbers here. You come on, you share. So, as you are sharing me, it is impossible. You can't run away from the reality. It is impossible for you to run away from the reality. And we are asking today, what is holding those people that has multitude under their roof? When we are talking about those people that have multitude under their roof, we are talking about pastors. We are talking about deacons. We are talking about prophet and prophetess. We are talking about reverend fathers. We are talking about all those people that has organization. What next do you want to hear? What else do you want to hear before you know that you're supposed to be speaking out? There is fundraising today, organized by Autopilot. And you know, there is no other place, other way you can be able to gain your own freedom apart from autopiloting yourself. And what is autopilot? Autopilot is when you are able to ask yourself deep question. You begin to solve the problem on your own. How do you solve the problem on your own? Solving the problem on your own is the way we are talking, the way you see Biafran government in exile doing everybody devote their own energy. The way you see some people coming up and make sure that they donate. The way you see some people inside the bush protecting our forest. The way you see people who is evangelizing. This is what they call autopilot. When you bring out yourself to make sure that you join Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister, to make sure that the Biafra is restored in our own time. How many days now left for Biafra to come? How many days now left for Nigeria to sign it that Nigeria now is automatic Muslim country? How many days left? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say, any day you stand up and call yourself a Nigerian, you are a disgrace to yourself. Disgrace to yourself means whenever you see those people, most of the comedians that use a comedy to bring out P2B, they promoted P2B. Today, P2B has brought them all out. Today, all of them are speaking from the other side of their mouth. What is the problem now? The problem now is P2B have brought out all those fake pastors. They are here. They promoted P2B, but they cannot defend P2B. P2B himself cannot even defend himself, not even to defend those people that promoted him. P2B cannot even protect himself and defend himself, not to talk of protecting the people who voted him. You wasted all your energy. Those people that speak correct English, that studied English, British English, those people that write in a correct writing, those people that feel that they are more intelligent, all those pastors that say that God will speak for them, all those pastors that claim that they share the same dining table with Jesus Christ, everything has been revealed. Today, it is obvious that you didn't even know the same goal. Even in Mbosiaka Jesus Christ, you are not up to it. Because we in Autopilot, we told you people, there is no way you people will vote P2B and the Nigerian government will elect P2B inside power. It is impossible. When we are saying this, people think that it's a joke. But you, if you say you are a wise man, you say you are a wise pastor, why is it that you cannot do 1 + 1 to know why in the church they say 1 + 1 in the marriage is 1 and inside school 1 + 1 is 2? You cannot differentiate this thing. Then you will go and open up a church and gather multitude inside that place. You see how you people mess yourself up. This way you people mess yourself up is the same way God says that during this time, when this time comes, that the stones will begin to speak. That the birds of the air and the bees, the ants of the earth will stand up and begin to proclaim the work of God. They will begin to talk. The stones will begin to talk. That station come to this level where it is today. The people who bring this agitation to where it is today are people who never even have time to speak to anybody. Because God entered inside them. They become autopilot. They begin to ask themselves different and difficult questions. That's how they become autopilot. Bringing an untold histories. Bringing ancient histories. Histories that happened many years ago. Biafra has been in existence more than 5,000 years before Nigeria was created. Kingdom come and kingdom goes. But God said that his own kingdom, even Jesus Christ himself prayed for the restoration of the kingdom of God on this planet Earth. And today, you can see the news circulating everywhere. The governor-elect of Abia State, because this governor hearkened to the voice of Mazi Simon Eba, our prime minister, when he invited Gowon to come to Abia State to pray. Our prime minister told him, if Gowon enter Biafran land, that this is when the war will start. Then this elected governor Oton, he said that Gowon, you should stay where you are. We have problem at home to settle. That's why Fulanis now are fighting that man. When Ihedi Ohama won election in Imo State, Ihedi Ohama came to serve the project which God bring him into in Imo State to serve. Then Ihedi Ohama begin to give Fulanis, tell Fulanis, remove your cows out of the way. Our people need our farm where they can farm. Fulanis recruited Hope Uzodinma from number 4 to 1st. Then Hope Uzodinma begin to slaughter his own people in Imo State. Now, they want to put another person in Abia State to carry up the same agenda which Hope Uzodinma is serving in Imo State. And that is how they want to capture everywhere. They said they will use your king, they will use your Igwe, they will use your governors. That's why they created autonomous king. And all this autonomous king, you see, they created long time ago in 2005, 2000, they created autonomous king. All those autonomous king, go and check the activity of most of those autonomous king. All of them are serving under Fulani agenda. They are the people pointing finger to those ESN members because they are autonomous. Fulanis draw the map on how to capture Igbo land, capture Biafran land, capture eastern region of Nigeria long time ago, since Usman Danfodio entered Nigeria. They draw the map. They remove history out of the school curriculum. They don't want to tell you your history. They don't want to tell where you come from. They don't want to tell you who is your original biological father. They don't want to tell you how you migrated to that place. They remove everything because they know that if you say anything, if they teach you history in the school, you will be able to ask a question. And they authorize only religious knowledge inside school, and they remove apostrophe out of Nigeria's Bible. And that apostrophe they remove from Bible history and whom you are. They remove the book of Maccabees inside Bible. If you read the book of Maccabees, then you will understand the real activity of the Fulanese. You will see the real agenda of the Fulanese. We told you that the manuscript to restore Biafra has been written inside Bible, starting from Genesis to Revelation. But the important part of it, they remove them. Then they remove apostrophe and bring England Church to Nigeria. And they bring King James Version, former king of England. Apostrophe, when you read it, you will get to the book of Maccabees. Inside the book of Maccabees, then you will see this ESN. ESN of today now, which Imam Nnamdi Kanu created. You will see ESN there. You will see the activity of DOS there. You will see the activity of Autopilot there in the book of Maccabees. You will see the activity of the Fulanese, what they are doing, the way they left Babylon from Assyria, enter inside the land of Israel to capture them before God revoked every power that led to Hercules to fight them. You will see when DOS begin to point finger to their own fellow members in the book of Maccabees. You will see the activity of Ohaneze Ndigbo when they place bounty on Simon Ekpa. You will see all these things there. But we went back and they asked pastors, why is it when we found all these things? When we found all these things, we told pastors, why is it that you people are not reading the book of Maccabees? This apostrophe they removed out of the Bible. Don't you know that that is the secret Fulanese are using? Pastors told us that they are only allowed to preach the place where the name of Jesus Christ is favored and promoted. But they don't want to teach people the reason Pontius Pilate came from Rome and become governor in Jerusalem. Because when you read the book of Maccabees, you will understand when Maccabees traveled to Rome, Roman Empire, and they signed ally with the king of Roman then, for them to come and defend Israel. That is why you see our Obatobie, the prime minister, signing ally all over the world today. The people that will come. You read Bible as a pastor, but you never ask yourself a question, the reason Pontius Pilate from Rome, he came to Jerusalem and he became a governor. How come? And the same Pontius Pilate is the person who the judgment of Jesus Christ was in his hand. He said he has not seen anything wrong Jesus Christ has done. He will only flog him and let him go. The same thing they did to Nnamdi Kanu now. Judges now setting Nnamdi Kanu free. And before this thing happened, what happened in that place? They told Peter Obi. Peter Obi is the one serving as Barabbas in the Bible. Nnamdi Kanu is the one serving as Jesus in the Bible. That's why we told you Nnamdi Kanu, Jesus of our time. Some people say, don't call him Jesus, call him Yahweh Yeshua. We say, we don't depend on the name you call him, but we are. That one man came from our lineage. The one man we are talking about came from our lineage because Igbo people gave birth to those people in Israel. But they turned it upside down and say that the Igbo people came from Israel. No, it is the other way around. It is the other way around, because when all this thing was happening, the planet has not shifted. Planet was one. And we go on preaching, begging all these criminal pastors that has their own warehouses everywhere. Teach people what they should know. They say that we are noise makers, we are miscreants, we are jobless people. Because we go to church, we clap hand every now and then, and the Fulanis are taking advantage of these things. Today, what is happening? All of you has gathered your members. You say you must be obedient. You must be obedient in this election. But none of all those pastors is talking today. Can you who is following your pastor, can you go back and ask your pastor who told you you must be obedient? You have right to go and reclaim your right again back to your pastor. You say you must be obedient. Now, obedient, Peter Obi has been rejected, undermining that you stay online and voted him. Rain beat you when you voted Peter Obi. Sun beat you when you voted Peter Obi. Everything happened to you. They flog you, they kill you in Lagos. Today, Fulanis use AK-47, chase all of you away, burn down your businesses, burn down your houses, kill some people they killed. Every other person now is living under fear. Can you then go back now and ask your pastor? You say that we must be obedient. Now, what is the outcome of being obedient? Can you now begin to tell us the truth? How many people will summon the courage and they ask their pastor this kind of question? I have done my own. You understand? Because the brain of Nigerians, the brain of Ndibo, the brain of DOS, the brain of Ohaneze Ndibo has been transformed. It's either you worship your political leader or you worship your pastor. And these people they are worshiping political leader, they are not following the right source of life. These people they are worshiping, the pastors are still not following the right source of life. Then you, whom they are killing every day, when they kill you, pastor will say, from sand we come, from through sand we go. Your own chapter has finished. The same pastor who is praying for you for protection is using mobile police to guide himself, for him not to be killed. But he will give you olive oil. He will give you sticker for you to go to the street, for you to walk, that your olive oil and the sticker will help you. But he himself is flying with helicopter on the air. When he want to land, police and every other guide will come and guide him and lead him to his own house. You have not gotten up, stand up and look upon your pastor and ask, Pastor, why are you still deceiving us? Why are you still deceiving us? If you know what is happening now, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has prophesied it a long time ago. He said, any day you open up your mouth and say that you are in Nigeria, you are a disgrace to yourself. It is happening today. Go back and tell those your pastor, or forward this message to your pastor. Tell your pastor that has preached and tell you vote for one Nigeria and become obedient, that he is a disgrace upon himself. And he mislead you. He mislead you. Can he now follow the resource? Can they now start to tell people the truth? If Hope Uzodimma again come to Abia State, yeah, if these people succeed, if they succeed in bringing somebody like Hope Uzodimma in Abia State, God's own state, that means you are gone and gone forever. Because when Britain came to Biafran land, they studied with their microscope. They found out the real power of Igbo people. How Ekumeku got their own power. How Ezumezu got their own power to fight them a war that lasted for almost 40 years before the time of slavery trade starts. Then, after they studied that place, they came back and begin to carry our people by force. When they are taking our people by force under slave, it is the likes of all these people whistleblowers from DOS. Because if you want to understand the history, how it happened, then you will use the imagination of what the DOS is doing today to understand the kind of people who sold their own children, who sold their own brothers during the time of slavery trade. DOS of our own time today are the same people who worked with the colonial masters. They are the same people who work with the slave masters. They are the same people who sold their own brothers and sisters that time of slave. It is the same descendants of those people. How many people is really understanding? Because history has a chain. History has a chain that follows it. What DOS is doing today, DOS said, why should you support Simon Ekpa who want to give us freedom? That is what DOS, that is the offense we committed from DOS. They say, why should we support Simon? We say, Simon is doing the right job, which Mazen Nnamdi Kanu handed him over to do. When Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was prophesying, preaching, sanitizing our brain, we stay here in this gentle office again. We begin to tell you people, don't say that Nnamdi Kanu is insulting you. Nnamdi Kanu is telling you the truth. The same people of DOS, they are the people who begin to fight us when we are inside bush, when we are inside our gentle office, when we are in various places preaching this gospel the way we are doing now. They begin to attack us. Same DOS. If you check the line of DOS, ask yourself, go back to the time of slavery trade. During the time of slavery trade, it was brother that sold brother. Is pointing finger to the ESN members. Which people is pointing finger? Are they not the same descendant of those people that sold their brothers as slave? How do you trace them back? From slavery trade, you come to colony. From colony, you come to 1914 amalgamation. From 1914 amalgamation, then you come to Nigeria independent. From Nigeria independent, then you come to the 1976 war, Biafra and Nigeria. Which people fought Ojukwu? The same people that fought Ojukwu are the same people using the head of Ojukwu to sew cloth. The same way they are using the picture of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, green, white, green, to fight every other person that is trying to send this message to mankind. Are you getting it now? People like Ifajuna fought Ojukwu. People like they are the people that betrayed Ojukwu that time. When Ojukwu ran away to Ivory Coast, he said, he who fight and run away, live to fight another way, another day, for him to be prepared. For him to be prepared. Then Ojukwu ran away. Then he took some people, refugee, down to Ivory Coast. And from there, Igbo people begin to travel out. Igbo people begin to travel out of the land. Since that time, which people are the people that fought Ojukwu? The main people that fought Ojukwu came from divide and rule. Our own riverine brothers that they call today Middle Belt, they call them Niger Delta, they call them Edo, they call them different names. They say they are no more Igbo. But originally, when you meet them one-on-one, they will tell you, yes, the history made them know that they are descendants of Igbo people. Because Igbo people are the original people of this earth. Onyeze Philip, South. They call themselves South. They are the people that fought Ojukwu. and Ifajuna, and some other people from Igbo land that fight Ojukwu. Zeke fought Ojukwu. Now, when Ojukwu see that the war is inside war, the people who is fighting him are his own brothers, not Fulanis, because Nigerian government cannot be able to win Biafra. The main key, I say, is more, enemy at home is more dangerous than enemy outside. When your brother, whom you are trying to protect, turn around and begin to fight you, that is the worst that can happen to human being. When your own brother turn around and begin to fight you. When Ojukwu found out that the people fighting him are this descendant of Zeke, this descendant of Peter Obi, this descendant of pastors that prayed for Peter Obi, this DOS that work with Ohaneze Ndigbo, who kidnapped Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. That is how to get the history. They took away history out of the school. They threw away their own children. Your own children spread all over the world. You went to America. You went to Canada. You went to Australia. You are in Germany. You are in Switzerland. You are in Norway. You are in Asia country. You are in Indonesia. You are in Pakistan. You are everywhere. Just to get something to eat. Daily bread. But the people who is controlling you are in the land. Then Ohaneze Ndigbo chase away all their own children and they ask them to remain in exile. The people that should fight. The people that are supposed to send them the real message are the same Ohaneze Ndigbo. The people that are supposed to send them message are the pastors. But how do you get on to understand what is happening to you? What is happening to you? During the time of slave, some people worked with with slave masters. When they see their own brother that has a lot of cow, a lot of goat, he has his own farmland, Obaji, he is doing well and doing excellent. Their own brother will go to slave masters and they point finger to that person. They will catch the person and they send the person to Britain. They will send the person to America. They will send the person to Portugal. The people that bought slave, they took them out. Then they will come and they celebrate. And after their celebration, then from America, I think Abraham Lincoln, the person who stopped slave trade. Then slave trade then stopped. After slave trade stopped, then they return again. Why did they return again? They are still looking for that kingdom of God to capture it completely. How did they return again? Britain are still the same people that came for slave. Then they return Bible in their hand and with a machete and gun in the other hand. If you they name Jesus now. If you accept it, then they will take you and tell you, in my father's house there are many mansions. If you obey the word of your master, then be able to make it there. Where that place, you will have a place to live. Because that time, they are living in the forest. Rain beat them. They are suffering all manner of suffering. Then they begin to transform the brain of those slaves inside boat for them to be calm. When they become calm, they will send them to England. They will send them to America to build their own land. That was how it happened. With the chain. Then they return back as colony. They bring Christianity. They bring school. Fela then say, teacher, teach me nonsense. If you know that the people you claim that you are telling the true ideology of democracy, the true ideology of everything, then you see them making mistake. You see them making mistake. You never return and tell them this thing you are doing today is not good. That is why today you see the way our Prime Minister is fighting Anthony Blinken. Because Anthony Blinken is the same person now they want to use, America want to use to finish the agenda of the colonial masters. Why are they killing people in Ogbaru? Because oil is found in Ogbaru, Anambra State. Why is it that America is there? Because there is oil in that place. Why are they killing people in Imo State? Because there is to kill every other person that. What is the name of that place, please? Who knows the name of that village in Imo State? Where Hopos of them took as contract to kill every other person in that village. The same thing they are doing in Ogbaru, Anambra State today. Which people is working with them? DOS. And which people are the DOS? The DOS are the Ohaneze Ndibo. How did they form DOS? DOS are ordinary businessmen. Those people that have shop, those people that send container from Africa, from Europe to Nigeria, those people that is inside the wash and every kind of dirty business. Then they need protection. They need to enter politics to protect themselves. And through there, then when they come to IPOB, they are the people that used to donate more inside the meeting. Is it not true? Those people that have different kind of business, they are the people that donate more. Check the lineage of all the members you know as DOS. They are the people that donate more money. They donate more money. When IPOB say they need the radio, if other people are paying 20 euro, they will pay 50. If other people are paying 50 euro, they will pay 100. That is how they have been elected. They have been elected out of the money they are paying. Then they make them DOS. And which people is DOS? The same people of Ohaneze Ndibo. Check all of them. I was discussing with one of the DOS member in America. He said that what we should do, the person who bring the idea of Igbos not continuing putting their dead bodies in a mortuary. You know, when the DOS passed the law, they passed the law that any Igbo man that died should not stay on the ground for 3 days. That person must be buried. Mortuary should be closed. But which people spoil the culture of Igbo land? DOS. Because after the war, Ohaneze Ndibo, when you mention DOS, you should refer them to Ohaneze Ndibo. Because Ohaneze Ndibo is DOS. DOS is Ohaneze Ndibo. Then, there are the people that begin to celebrate dead body more than the people alive. Are you understanding now? DOS, Ohaneze Ndibo, they are the people that begin to celebrate dead body. They give dead body more value than the people alive. Normally, in the culture of Igbo, you don't put people inside the mortuary. You bury them with their body, the way they come, that they can be able to reincarnate again, because Igbo man never dies. Igbo man reincarnates. When you put an Igbo man inside, the mortuary, you put him inside mortuary, maybe you forget him there. The spirit will be walking all over the world. The spirit will be disturbing. The spirit can never relax. DOS, I was speaking with one of their member. He said, yes, Autopilot with all their power. Autopilot should activate that law with their power. That no more mortuary in Biafran land. All the dead body should be buried so that the Biafra will come. Then I asked that man, a member of DOS, why do you think that mortuary is more important now in Biafran struggle than calling DOS, your members, calling them to order, to join hand? When Biafra come, then we can put every other thing in a right place. They say their own problem is to bury the dead body. But they are the same people, because they are the elder. Ohaneze Ndibo are the elders of Igbo land. They are the people that initiated putting people inside the mortuary. They are the people that bring the idea. They are the people that bring the idea of religion. They are the people that bring the idea of cutting our ancient trees. They are the people that bring the idea of destroying our ancient craft. They are the people that begin to sell the mask. And what led them to all these things? What led them to all these things is the structure of Nigeria, which Britain studied and knew the power running inside the life of an Igbo man as the first people of earth. Britain knew. When Britain fought Israel before, because Britain are the people that fought Israel with Germany through Hitler, they want to eliminate because Britain is anti-Israel, anti-religion, anti-Christianity. When Britain found out that Israel is not the real children of God, then they returned again. How long did that war lasted? After the war, Second World War, 1945, well, after that one, they returned again. They returned again for colony. Is it not true? Then, why is it that pastors that has multitude, like Ayekinome, Oyedepo, at least Oyedepo is a generation of the Fulanese, because Fulanese immigrated in the West early. But the people like Mopai and some of our Igbo pastors in Igbo land that begin to promote one Nigeria. Our Igbo pastors that begin to promote Peter Obi, not knowing that even Peter Obi killed his own brothers only to keep Nigeria one. We call on them and tell them, this thing you are doing will not help, not in any way. Yet, they go on trying, they are doing us. Today, some of the pastors secretly are calling us, telling us that what we have been saying is true. But this is what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has been saying long time ago. This is what he has been saying long time ago. And the pastors say they can never teach people the wisdom inside Bible by not bringing back that lost book called Apostrophe. How people will be able to learn, to understand what to do in this time. In the book of Apostrophe, you will see when the Fulanese are cutting people's head. It is in the book of Apostrophe. It is happening today. In the book of Apostrophe, you will see when DOS are pointing finger to ESN members that believed on the ideology of Simon Eber. It is in the book of Apostrophe. It is there. Especially, you can get it in the book of Maccabees. In the book of Maccabees, you will see Ohaneze Ndigbo placing bounty to all the people that want to liberate Israel, especially the family of Jonathan, the father of Maccabees. You will see it there. You will see when Fulanese used to fry people alive. They will take a human being, they will put the person inside frying pan with the oil, with the granite oil. They will put the person inside. Biafrans, anybody who is watching, cut this area, because what Fulanese, the agenda of the Fulanese, from 555 vision, we are revealing this thing now to you. What is to come to you people is more worse than what you are seeing. Unless you join this autopilot movement, the law of Simon Ekpa, the prime minister, the laws that came from Biafran government in exile. Go to the book of Maccabees. In the book of Maccabees, you will see when Fulanis will take a human being and put that person inside hot oil, fry that person alive. Yeah, this Babylon, trace back the history. Trace back the history of the Babylon, the Assyrians, the Egypt. Check what they did to Israel then. The history is about to repeat itself. It is either Biafrans stand up and fight, become autopilot. You fight for yourself and become a Biafran. If you fail it, what is to come is more worse than what you are seeing today. You cannot hold Tinubu. You cannot hold Fulani. You cannot hold DOS. You cannot hold Ohanes Ndibo. You cannot hold the Reverend Fathers. You cannot hold the Reverend Sisters. You cannot hold the pastors. You cannot hold the deacons and deaconess. Not even the choir masters that believe in them. All those choir masters, all those ushers in the church, all those music singers. Did you hear anybody from all those music singers, Snatch and many of them? Do you hear any of them uttering a word? Is it not E-Money and the case in his brother buying face, buying friendship with the governor of Lagos State today, for the governor of Lagos State to protect their own property in Lagos? That is exactly what is happening. Exactly what is happening. All those Peace Square, all those people that believe in one Nigeria, what they are doing today now is buying friendship to governor of Lagos State today. That is what they are doing for their own property not to be destroyed. All those Okalo from Igbere, he say he don't want to lose his own property, which he has all over Nigeria. And for this reason, he prefer that the Igbo people is being wiped out for his own property to remain where they are. Because Joseph Okalo is immortal. His generation is immortal. Are you people understanding it now? Because people that are supposed to deliver the message, they are not delivering the message to the people that are supposed to hear it. They are not delivering the message the way people can understand it. They are not delivering the message how people will hearken to the voice. They are not delivering their messages like this. That's why you see things going wrong the way they are today. Because if you ask yourself, if Pontius Pilate is from Rome, listen, this man, Lord Lugard, is from England, but he is a governor in Nigeria. The same thing happened the time of Roman Empire. Roman Empire, this man come back again. This Pontius Pilate. Pontius Pilate came from Rome. Who signed the ally? Who signed the contract for him to become the governor in Jerusalem? Go back to the book of Maccabees. You will understand the secret that happened. Then you will know what is in front of you. That everybody should stand up and begin to fight. Fight to the last man standing. If not, you who think that your life is better in America, you will remain there with your own children. You who think that your life is better in Italy, you will remain there with your own children. Thank you very much, all lovers of freedom. Share this message for this message to go viral. As we are seeing your numbers, so we are happy in things.